Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Precious Robins with Precious Pythons, and I am back with another video. For today's video, I will be doing an unboxing of a snake rack from Animal Plastics. I ordered this back in April and it's now August, so it took a little bit of time to come. Since then, I've purchased or been purchasing racks from ARS just because I didn't want to wait, and ARS has a really amazing racking system, so I've been already decided that I am going to be only probably buying my racks from there moving forward. But I am glad that I have this extra rack. It is pretty much extra, so I will be probably using it for a quarantine rack or a hatchling rack. I'm gonna put it together and decide at that point. I will admit that I did not know it was gonna come unassembled. When I ordered it back in April, I probably was aware and forgot with all the time that's passed. So again, I was just expecting it to come to my door already built, kind of like how when you order from Reptile Basics. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this, and I will assemble it and show you guys how I do that. And then at the end of the video, I'll probably give my thoughts and views on how I like it, how well it holds heat, so on and so forth, and if I'll buy from Animal Plastics again. So stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get right to it. All right, so that was me building an animal plastics rack. So it wasn't really like a walkthrough explanation. I just, like I said, wanted to do a build and quick review. So as far as the review for this rack, I did have some issues with it that I kind of want to talk about. So now, I want to put a disclaimer out there. I did not, again, know exactly what I was building when I started building this because I didn't remember what I bought, and that's embarrassing. But I said in the beginning of the video that I was going to use this for like a quarantine or hatchling rack. Obviously, no hatchling tub would fit in this, and the reason why, again, I thought for whatever reason I had got a juvenile and a sub-adult rack, but this is just a medium-sized adult rack. So I did have some issues with the build. Particularly, some things just didn't make sense when I was building it. For example, I ordered casters to be put on the rack, or I put them on the rack, but I ordered casters. And the way that they're positioned on the rack, again, just didn't make sense to me. Where they're positioned, and I'll show it after I talk a little bit about what I like and what I didn't like about this rack. But there are two casters in the front on the sides, and then there are two more casters in the back, but on the back wall. And it kind of makes maneuvering a little bit difficult, like you gotta wiggle, like there is no like just straight roll. Again, which is not like a major thing. It just didn't make sense to me why they didn't have all four casters positioned like on the same walls. Another thing that I didn't quite like about this build was that the instruction manual was not absolutely like clear and concise. You could tell it was a generic manual for probably not every rack, but for particular racks that they have. This one, the instructions that weren't clear was the installation of the flex wall tape. When I got to that part of the build, it was for a different rack, and I was kind of stumped on it. And again, that just might be my own user error. Somebody might be able to like purchase this and knew off the bat what kind of, installation of heat tape it was and everything. But this was my first time not only building a PVC rack, but building an animal plastics PVC rack. So this was a back heat installation. And eventually I figured it out, but initially I did not know, and I was like really flustered. And it's really because, like I said, I did not know what exactly I had bought. I would have never thought 6 months ago that I would have purchased any rack with back heat. I'm not a fan of back heat. I prefer belly heat, but this, I obviously chose back heat for whatever reason, and I can't remember why. That is, again, so embarrassing and ironic because I only ordered this because I was in a rush to get a rack so I could, at the time, upgrade some of my juveniles into sub-adult spaces. And it's ironic because I ordered it trying to get something fast, and it took 6 months to get it. But the lead time was 4 months. I didn't realize that when I made the purchase, but I decided, whatever, I'll get something from ARS in the meantime. And then I just started kind of building on top of a ARS rack that I had bought. So again, back heat installation, once I figured it out, was easy, of the heat tape. Overall, it's a good rack. I can't say I'm a fan of the material. I'll definitely say that this is not a rack that's built to last. When you think of something that's going to last you years and years or last forever, this isn't it. You're looking at like those metal racks, ARS racks, Freedom Breeders. Those are beautiful racks made to last forever. This, I probably would assume, would last maybe 2 to 3 years max, just because the material, it is PVC, but when I was drilling into it, it almost felt like a rubber kind of consistency, and easily crackable. I actually during the video, and I don't know if I caught it on video, but I had dropped one of the boards when I was putting it into the slot, one of the shelves, and it cracked. Like the pieces kind of broke off at the front. I had to super glue them back on. So again, not the best material but you know, you get what you pay for. So it wasn't bad it's not bad for the price at all. I want to stress that it is not bad for the price at all. If I did have to choose to buy this rack again, I probably wouldn't. If I'm gonna buy from Animal Plastics, I'd probably go with like a Vision cage. I hear their cages are excellent. But if I were to buy a PVC rack again, which I doubt I ever will, honestly, but if I were to buy a PVC rack again, I would probably go with Reptile Basics, and that's simply because the material, the PVC that they use, is just much sturdier and just, you know, better than this. But I like the rack overall. The reason why I didn't go with Reptile Basics is that because I knew from some friends that their lead time at the time was horrendous, and they also were out of their tubs for their VE6 Hunt VE6, and you cannot find their tubs anywhere. I mean, they did really well with making sure if you bought one of their VE6 racks, the only place you're getting the tubs is from them. So yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it. It's a decent rack. Again, I liked it. I hope the review wasn't too harsh. It was just my opinion. People might think differently, and that's absolutely fine. I'm definitely going to use it. Definitely going to put some of my juveniles that are kind of growing up, outgrowing their tubs, into these. And of course, hook it up to a thermostat. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video at all or found the review to be helpful, please like the video, comment down below, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the rack or what you thought of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.